Hi all and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave Denton and today I'll be sharing a few nuggets of gold from this book called Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Chris Voss, prior to starting his own company, The Black Swan, was a lead negotiator for the FBI for 24 years, and therefore there's a lot of very good wisdom and a lot of knowledge detailed in this book. I will be sharing a few of those golden nuggets with you in this video. So, lesson 1, never underestimate the other side's desire to correct you. They'll correct you because by doing so, it makes them feel better and it makes them feel a lot smarter. Oftentimes, if you ask them a question, they'll often sidestep your question. However, if you act like you already know the answer and you make a statement, they'll have a strong urge to correct you. This is a good way to get a lot of key information in your negotiation. Lesson 2. If you're struggling to get any headway with a phone operator, try using the phrase, well, it seems like you're powerless here. It seems like you've done all you can do. Oftentimes by using that phrase, they'll put you on hold and speak to the superiors to see what they can do. Key reason for this behavior is because everyone hates to feel powerless, and therefore just by using a simple phrase you can get a lot further than you would do without using it. Lesson 3. Humans are irrational. We're driven by our cognitive biases, and therefore we act instinctively, we act emotionally, and we act irrationally. A key reason for this is that rational thoughts take longer to formulate, and therefore in our busy days we often default to our automatic thought patterns and will make quick decisions that aren't always in our best interest. We all have at one time or another looked back to an argument that we've had with someone and really wished we could have delivered a different comeback to the one that we did. Once again, this is because our rational thinking, our rational thoughts take a bit longer to formulate. You can use this in a negotiation. It is used often in a negotiation by when people will use a time restriction on a decision. They'll try and put you under a time limit to make a decision. This is often done to stress the other person into jumping into a decision where they haven't necessarily considered all of the options and made the best decision in their own interests. Lesson 4. When you want to build rapport with someone, adopt a positive and easy tone. Smiling when you speak is a very easy hack for doing this. When you want to project a stronger, more authoritative voice, then try and replicate the late night DJ, the way that they speak. They will often speak in a very calm, slow pace, and they will often end their sentences with downward inflections. Give that a go the next time you're in a negotiation of sorts. Lesson 5. Mirroring others. Most people know all about the power of mirroring, about how you can build rapport with people by doing this. It's an effective tool because it builds trust in the other person, because people naturally resonate with those that they've got commonalities with. Other than putting the other person at ease, another benefit of doing this is that it ensures that you tune out of your own irrational biases. Lesson 6. Use empathy in your negotiations. Instead of starting your sentences with I, try using it sounds like, it looks like, and then follow that up by showing that you're listening to what they're talking about and understand the position. By not asking a direct question, it allows the other person to talk more, which in turn is key information to understanding the other person that you're dealing with, and then formulating a negotiation strategy from there. Lesson 7. Utilize the no word and encourage others to also say no. In some negotiations, you'll have people who will give you a false yes. They do this knowing that they'll find an excuse later on to get out of that commitment. Through disagreement, you can identify what the other person really wants. And once you know what the other person wants, you can go from there and formulate a strategy. A more subtle no to use yourself is asking how. How can you possibly do this or that, which is impossible? By doing that, it forces the other person to look at things from your side of view, and that is a very powerful key skill to have in a negotiation. It often recalibrates the other person back to reality. Lesson 8. Use the phrase, "I just want what's fair." It's a defensive accusation that can induce feelings of discomfort towards their actions, if they themselves are only looking out for their interests. By using it yourself early in the negotiation, it can also create rapport. Never ever forget that people will always act through emotions, so if you can create a sense of goodwill during a negotiation, you'll be a lot better off. Thank you all for listening. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and please drop a comment in the section below if you have any other lessons from this book that I may have missed, or if any of the lessons I've mentioned today, you've used them in the past and you've seen a lot of benefits from them. So please do get involved, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for listening.